The Witcher School of the Cat has produced many witches. Due to their specific cat school process they followed when administering the mutations to the witches in training, some of them received odd side effects that caused them to be much more aggressive and mentally unstable compared to their counterparts from other witcher schools. Because of these side effects, many of them went out into the world with little to no morals and wouldn't be bothered with taking contracts on not just monsters but humans as well. Their lack of morals doesn't stop there either, as there is one known case of one of their members outright killing another fellow member of the school. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the incident between two cat school witches that ended in one of them losing their life. But before we start, please subscribe if you're new around here to keep up with my uploads. I upload mainly Witcher lore videos, but I'm thinking of branching out into other areas such as, I don't know, like Fallout lore videos or something, so yeah, let me know if you're keen for that and subscribe. First, let's start with a little background on the Witcher that was killed. The Witcher was Aiden. There's not much known about Aiden, but we do know that he was from the School of the Cat and a close friend to the Wolf School Witcher Lambert. Lambert described Aiden as hands down the best man he'd ever met. Lambert also says that he was not like the rest of the witches from the School of the Cat, who had the reputation of hitmen for hire. Lambert said that Aiden was different, that he had a set of morals unlike any witcher from the School of the Cat. Aiden and Lambert's friendship goes back quite some time when they both crossed each other's paths in Irlanda. It just so happened that they were both unknowingly hunting the same monster, but each had different intentions. The monster they were hunting was the Ogre of Irlanda. The Ogre had two contracts on it. One, which was to lift the curse, which was the contract Lambert had taken, and the other was to exterminate or kill it, which was the contract Aiden had taken. Lambert ultimately lifted the curse from the ogre, but in an unfortunate turn of events, the same ogre ended up killing the man that was meant to pay Lambert. After the ogre had killed Lambert's employer, it suddenly turned on him. During the fight that ensued, another man joined the fight on Lambert's side. This was Aiden, and together they fought and killed this ogre. After the fight, the two witches got talking as they began cutting up the ogre to claim the trophy to use as proof of the killing, and Aiden revealed to Lambert that there was a contract on its head. Aiden kindly offered to split the reward with Lambert for killing it, and this is where their friendship began. Aiden and Lambert went on to complete more contracts as a team, and they worked really well as one. As time went on, they ended up going separate ways, but still remained really good friends and kept in touch whenever possible. The last Lambert heard of Aiden, before he was killed, was that he had taken on a politically charged contract that required him to lift the curse from the daughter of a duke. This contract on its own was a mess from the start, as some high-up people close to the duke had a vested interest in keeping the curse on the daughter to further their hidden agendas. According to Lambert, Aiden had assassins sent after him due to his meddling in political affairs, which had him looking over his shoulder night and day. These assassins ultimately ambushed Aiden and ended his life. The leader of these assassins sent after him was none other than a member of the School of the Cat, the Witcher Karadin. After hearing that Karadin had dealt the final blow to his friend, Lambert set off in search of this Witcher in order to get revenge. As Lambert searches for the assassins that were there on that night of the killing, he hears word of a man in Novigrad that matches the description of one of them. This man had issued a contract on an Ekimara, to which Lambert quickly inquired about. After taking the contract from a local notice board, Lambert attempted to meet with the contract issuer to see if it was the man he was after. On this attempt, he was promptly denied entry to the compound the contract issuer resided in and was only permitted to speak with the guard out the front in regards to the contract. This meant that in order to confirm a suspicion and in order to question this man on the whereabouts of Karadin, he would first have to deal with this Ekimara, and that's what he set off to do. By chance, Geralt happened to be in Novigrad and had taken the same contract on this Ekimara and also was in search of it. Geralt tracks this Ekimara to its lair it's made by the docks on the outskirts of Novigrad. Upon entering its lair, he hears the sound of the monster along with the slashing of a blade. As Geralt runs to the top of the lair, he sees Lambert and joins in the fight, to which they are victorious. After the fight, the two witches take some time to catch up with each other. During this conversation, Lambert mentions to Geralt that he has an important matter to tend to in Novigrad, to which Geralt offers a helping hand. Lambert accepts this help and tells Geralt they can discuss it further after they collect their reward for killing the Ekimara. Similar to when he first met Aiden, he offers to split the reward 50-50 with Geralt, to which Geralt accepts. The two witches make their way back to the compound to collect their reward. Once they reach the compound, the guard out the front that initially denied both of them entry now lets them in to speak with the contract issuer personally. Seems as they held up their end of their bargain. This is what Lambert was counting on. Once inside, Lambert instantly knows this is his man. He demands his and Geralt's reward and slyly drops a hint in regards to the dangers of a witcher travelling on his own, subtly letting the man know he knows who he is and what he had done. The man tries to ignore it and advises Lambert to watch what he says, to which Lambert fires back, demanding he tell him the location of Karadin. The man continues to play dumb and gives Lambert one more chance just to take his reward and leave. This enrages Lambert, to which he orders the man to tell him Karadin's location one more time. The man, now frightened, orders his guards to deal with the two witches and runs into a nearby doorway. The guards close in on the two, but Lambert slips away chasing the man as Geralt deals to the guards. After killing the guards, Geralt follows Lambert's trail to find him interrogating the man further about the location of Karadin. In the end, he doesn't get a final answer, but is informed on the location of other assassins that ran with Karadin and that might know his location. Lambert, satisfied with the information, kills him as he still saw him as a guilty man that aided in the killing of his friend. After killing him, Geralt still has no clue what's going on and demands an explanation for all of this. Lambert tells him there's no time as more guards will show and tells Geralt to meet him at the Seven Cats Inn where they'll interrogate the next lead. Once at the Seven Cats Inn, Lambert explains everything to Geralt, telling him why he's looking for Karadin. During this conversation, it's revealed how close Aiden and Lambert were and shows that Lambert held him in very high regard, even higher than he does Geralt. I guess you could look at Lambert and Aiden's relationship like you do Geralt and Eskel's. I mean, they're both really good mates that would do anything for each other. After telling Geralt, they both go into the inn to get more information from the assassin. Again, this assassin has no idea of Karadin's whereabouts, but could provide the location of other members of the crew. Upon receiving this information, Geralt and Lambert split up to follow up on the leads. Geralt travels to Skellige and Lambert to Tretogor. They both get very solid information from both of these leads, which reveals that Karadin is hiding out in Novigrad in the district of Gildorf and is also involved in the slave trade. Geralt and Lambert make their way to Karadin's Gildorf manor, but as they reach the entrance, they are approached by a guard out the front. The guard tells them that they are expected and leads them into the courtyard of the manor. This is where they finally meet Karadin, where he is sitting under a tree with his family. Geralt finds this suspicious, as witches can't have children, as they're sterile, but Karadin explains that these children were from his wife's previous relationship and that he has simply embraced them as his own. During the conversation that follows, Karadin explains to the two that he has changed his life for the better and aims to be the first witcher to die peacefully in his own bed. To this, Geralt tells him Lambert has a matter to discuss with him without the presence of his family. Karadin's expression darkens, to which he orders his guards to escort his family inside so the conversation can continue. With the family gone, Lambert tells Geralt to take the lead as to help him not lose his temper. Geralt then mentions the Witcher Aiden and how he was murdered in Irlanda. Karadin confesses that he remembers the Witcher with deep regret and explains that when he began hunting him, that he initially didn't set out to kill him, but in the end was forced to due to Aiden attacking him first. He then goes on to explain that he was hired to retrieve the coin that was paid to Aiden for the contract, as he took the payment but didn't complete his side of the deal as he messed up the job, which ended in the Duke's daughter dying. Karadin made it out that he was simply a debt collector and that when he tried to reclaim this debt from Aiden, he found out that Aiden had already spent the coin, to which he demanded Aiden's swords as payment. Karadin said Aiden refused to give them up and became violent, to which one of the others shot him with a bolt from a crossbow, which ended his life. He then goes on to say that the reason the story got twisted to where it was known that they simply ambushed and assassinated Aiden for coin was because the assassin that shot the killing bolt made up her own version of the story to try and silence her guilt. After hearing this side of the story, Geralt has the final say on whether Karadin should be killed or spared. Either outcome ends in both Geralt and Lambert parting ways and this story ending. Personally, I think that the right decision is to kill him, just because his side of the story doesn't seem to add up to me. I mean, the guy blatantly lies to Geralt and Lambert, trying to say he's changed from his old lifestyle when he clearly hasn't, as he's still involved in criminal activities such as slave trading. Also, another reason I reckon he should be killed. I mean, this one may seem far-fetched, but I think it's possible that the children and the wife he shows to Geralt and Lambert are just a cover-up, and he's using them to try and get Geralt and Lambert to believe that he's changed, and they're really just slaves acting as his family. I mean, as I said, could be pretty far-fetched, but it's just my opinion. I mean, he never mentions any name for the children, and when he has them go inside, he orders his guards to take them, which could be because he doesn't trust them wandering around on their own, as they could escape. I don't know. Also, I find his side of the story a little off, as he says Aiden didn't complete his last contract and just ran off with the coin after the cursed daughter died. I think this sounds kind of fishy. I mean, from what we're told from Lambert, the guy sounds like a pretty stand-up guy. I mean, Lambert holds him in a higher regard than he does Geralt, so yeah, it just seems a little odd that Lambert would look up to someone so much that just runs off from jobs without completing them. But yeah, let me know in the comments what your thoughts on this are, whether you think that Karadin was telling the truth, or whether he was lying and deserved to die. And yeah, that's the story of the Witcher Aiden, who was murdered by his fellow cat school Witcher. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more lore related videos in the future. Thanks. Also, I'd just like to say I'll be back making videos more often now, because I'm on a 1-month semester break from study. And yeah, I've just been a little behind because I had exams and shit to go through, so expect another video in the upcoming week. So yeah, thanks.